Hi everyone, it's Ross here. I'd just like to share with you this old Fergy tractor which we've just pulled out of the shed with the idea of perhaps restoring it back to its former glory. The story of the tractor is that it was always on our farm here in Taranaki, and my father bought it I think in the early 1960s. It's the only tractor I can really ever remember on this farm, although I do know we had a Massey Harris before this Fergy. But around 1962 or 3, this little Fergy turned up on the farm, and it was bought locally, and it's been on the farm ever since. And about 30 years ago, my son and I actually pulled it to the shed here and pushed it in the shed with the idea of one day maybe restoring it. We think it's around about a 1958. I have got the serial number and I just need to go through and work out if that's actually correct. But it was a good old tractor, just worked away, never really caused us any problems whatsoever. And so when it was put in the shed here about 30 years ago, the motor was still running, the gearbox was okay, so it's really more just going to be a matter of tidying it up, painting it, changing all the oils, and looks like some new tyres might be required, and some new mud guards, and maybe a seat as well. Probably paint it back in the original grey colour, rather than at some stage it was painted red to make it probably look like a more modern tractor. It was a really good, handy tractor. I can remember it when it was used every day as sort of more of a runabout than a working, ploughing, cultivating tractor. It had a carry-all on the back, and we used to put hay, small hay bales, and take them out to feed to the cattle. So it's just really very much part of the family, and we'd like to just get it back to looking really good again. And you know, my memories of these old Fergies is that they just absolutely keep going, and you know, very hard to kill them off actually. One thing that did happen one time when we were spraying gorse down by the river, the brake pedal unhinged, and the tractor went flying down the hill towards the river, and you can see there's a little dent in the front here, and that's where it's fortunately stopped on a tree just before it was about to actually go down into the river. So it's probably a lucky little tractor actually, because it would have been rather difficult to gotten it out of the river. You can see it's still got the nice little Ferguson emblem on the front, and it's just in need of a bit of love and attention. It's got a generator rather than an alternator, carburetor, it's a petrol. The exhaust pipe goes down under the footstep, and yeah, there's a little bit of work to do on it, but overall I think it should end up coming up really nicely. So we'll catch you with another video when we make some progress on its restoration. Cheers, thank you.